7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Hey, welcome to the Geek Podcast, episode 23. I am your host, Steven, and I'm joined today with Mick.
What's happening?
And Jason.
I see dead people.
6 cents, baby.
Dramatic pause.
I know, you like that?
I like it. Building the intensity. I like it.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, we are the
intensity. I like
the
it. Yeah, I like
tense
it.
intensity. I have been working all day.
Intensity.
It's been a
of
long
intention.
day, okay? Okay, I fell and I got a big boo-boo and my shoulder hurts, so we just won't go there. But we
are a grown man pause. It's like extra funny here.
it's really bad because like I just turned 30 and you still like think like, oh no, I can do this, I can do that. I tried to jump over a fence, long story short, and I ate it is what ended up happening. I fell and landed on my wife said at first my head was up and then my feet were where my head were. So like
Did anyone happen to record it?
No, unfortunately there's no
I would
recording.
love to play that here on the Geek.
I would, yeah, one day, when this life is over, we'll be able to look back on the film of me being an idiot, but not anytime soon. If I did get a video, I would have posted it, but the people who were there can tell you it was really funny. So
I'm sure.
yeah. So, well, welcome to the podcast. If this is your first time here, we are the Geek Retreat. We are 3 coworkers who get together every week to talk about games and movies and entertainment and just what's going on in all those different genres. And we have fun doing it, and we want to share it with you. So, we're gonna do it. Let's do it.
Let's do it, yo.
Boys, what's new? Has anything come out? Has anything happened? The answer is yes. I have something.
The answer is yes.
I have something that happened. How bad would that be? It was just like literally nothing happened in the entertainment world. We have some Batman news this week, guys.
Oh no.
Batman. Jason,
I'm scared to hear it.
don't be scared. It's okay. HBO Max has given a series commitment to the Batman filmmaker, Matt Reeves.
They give him what?
They're giving them a series on HBO Max.
So we're gonna have the movie and then
They are creating a like multiverse between like outlets, I guess, between TV and movie and comics. Like it's all going to be one tied in thing. So they have confirmed that the Batman, Matt Reeves' new The Batman, is going to take place in the same world that Matt Reeves' like Gotham-esque show on HBO Max is going to take place on.
Stupid. So is it still gonna be Pattinson?
So I don't know. I don't know if it's going to focus on. I mean, I guess it has to. So I never watched Gotham.
I never did
Was
either.
that the Fox? Was Fox the one who did that?
Yeah.
Um.
I wanna say
Yeah.
Fox. Yeah, it was on Fox.
So it says it's unclear whether Batman will be among the characters in the show. They say it's gonna be similar to the Marvel Shield stuff, where it like kind of took on Agent Coulson's doings. And I wonder if they're going to really focus on Commissioner Gordon or Lieutenant Gordon or Detective Gordon.
I think that's absolutely a horrific idea.
You are not excited about that.
I'm not at
You
all.
are not excited. I don't know.
So what do they plan on doing with all the CW stuff? Is that going to merge? Is it going to go over to, or is that still going to? Is that not going to be? Because then you're going to have like 2 worlds going.
Yeah.
So that's going to be kind of weird unless they merge that world with their HBO Max world, or they're going to just completely discontinue the CW run.
Yeah, I didn't see anything with that on the article. It just says that they're leaning heavily on the DC brand, partnering with Warner Brothers TV. I mean, they're partnering with all this, with all of the. It says they're in the works. Are the Green Lantern, Strange Adventures, Justice League Dark by J.J. Abrams, Doom Patrol,
Wait,
Superhero High,
Show's already out.
and the CW's Batwoman. So maybe they are taking on. Maybe they're just joining with all of these different industries and franchises.
So, the stuff you listed, were those movies or series?
They look like series. It says HBO Max is leaning heavily on the DC brand, partnering with Warner Brothers TV's top drama creators. Oh, it's partnering with their creators. So they'll be partnering with
J.J. Abrams.
Greg Berlanti, J.J. Abrams. His name is dropped in here. So I don't know. I think that's hopefully it works out right. What's your why are you against it, Jason?
I'm getting tired of too much Batman. So quit creating Batman universes.
Are we in bat fatigue?
I'm not gonna say never been a Batman fan, but I liked Batman for a while, but it's like I don't know. Yeah, I think it's Batman fatigue, but it's also they meaning DC studio as a studio, I guess. I don't know if they know which way they're going. They're just throwing content out here and all
they're trying
to
right.
They're throwing a lure out there.
They have
what's
no
gonna grab it.
Yeah, right. It seems like they have no plan whatsoever, and they're just aimlessly wandering with all these different things that they're doing, and it makes no sense. Right. They just got through saying that they wanted to not have connected universes. Yeah, and now you're
right.
I think it goes all the way back to it being a marketing push. Like it's the way they did the Snyder Cut.
Well,
I think it's a marketing ploy.
Haven't they been going through a whole bunch of change of ownership stuff and all that? That's why kind of people are pulling who's actually running the show right now.
Yeah,
and people don't know. I don't know.
Right.
I know exactly what you're saying though.
Yeah,
for real.
But I feel like a creator, like a producer as big as HBO might be able to pull something off. Like let them have some R rating shows and let them really get into we've talked about it multiple times, like the grittiness of the DC universe. Like this could be a step in the right direction. Fox has spent so much time hampering down on them and directing the films, like Justice League wasn't the film that Snyder wanted. Right. And so what if this is a step in the right direction? It just may not seem like it right now.
Right.
This could be what they need. This HBO could be the partnership they need to kind of jumpstart. Unfortunately, I feel like they're a little too late in the game, but I think it could be a step.
It only takes one movie. It only takes one movie to spark interest, and if they stay true, I mean, I don't think it's too late. I think they just need to find a path and find it.
Exactly.
Yeah, Marvel did it perfectly. You know what I mean? They went for a movie. They had a plan, and they have a plan still. You see all these movie lineups, and they all make sense. They all coincide with each other. The whole universe is connected some way, somehow. They've been planning this. They did it right. DC needs to catch up, and I'm interested. I want to see a whole bunch of cool DC movies and not have to be all it's probably not gonna be that good. I'll wait till it comes out too.
But see, Mickey, you had a good comment in there, a good phrase. You said it just takes one movie, but it seems like they're not even focusing on the movies.
Right, they're not. Exactly what you were saying earlier too. They definitely seem like they don't have a plan. That's why there's 7, 8 different Batman movies with 8 different characters.
Right.
I mean, actors playing them. They can't make up their damn mind. Make up your mind, mother freakers.
There it is.
Make it happen.
Yeah.
Stick with one guy. And some of these actors need to just take a chill pill. You ain't the best in the world, dude.
Right.
You don't need all this money. You're already making hella money in the first place. Just
to play pretend, huh?
Just run it.
Yeah, some people out there need to start being a little bit more humble, I guess. But yeah, that's not going to happen. But anyway, that's why, Steven, I'm not excited about it. I don't even know if I'm going to even engage or
Give it
I
the time
already
of
knew
day.
about Justice League Dark. I was gonna check that out. But aside from that,
Yeah.
Same
Well,
here.
we'll see how it goes. So
Until I
speaking
see
of
that movie.
speaking of Dark, Justice League Dark, that's going to segue a little bit to what some images we got leaked for the Marvel Universe. What if animated series?
I think
Did
it's
you
gonna be
see
awesome.
some of the? Did you guys see some of the images that were leaked for that?
Yeah, they're pretty interesting.
So
I was he posted it, but I didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Like a
I did
dead
post it.
Captain America, like an undead Captain America, and
Oh yes, I saw that.
Well, and it's like, so I was reading more into it, and it looks like the episodes. It hasn't. I don't know if these leaks are like right or like true or false. This is the wrong link. Sorry. It was basically. Oh man, it's looking like Netflix stuff. I don't want Netflix. Sorry. There was a few like, okay, so what if Peggy Carter is Captain America? What if Peggy Carter became Captain America? What if Cap didn't go down in the ice? What if Captain America was Iron Man? Yeah, there's some different.
Why would Captain America be? Okay.
Yeah, there's a bunch of like different
a whole bunch of hypotheticals.
Yeah.
Hypothetical. I mean, I could see how he could be Iron Man, like Tony Stark's dad handed down the torch to him. And
right. Yeah. If everything was set in place sooner, and then they like gave him the super serum, and then he was like, "Oh, well, he would be the perfect fit for what I have."
Yeah, but think about that. So why would you need a suit if you're already a super soldier? I don't know.
Well,
doesn't really make sense to me.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, if you're a super, yeah, I know.
That's true.
That you would be even a more super because he's not. He doesn't got a healing factor. He does. I mean, if you get shot, you get shot.
Yeah.
He's not gonna. He could die still. You know what I mean? That's why he has a shield.
So here's some classic. These are some classic what if scenarios. Okay, what if the Avengers had never been? What if the Fantastic Four had different superpowers? What if Rick Jones? What?
Rick James?
Yeah, I was like Rick James. What if Rick Jones had become the Hulk? What if Sergeant Fury had fought in World War II in outer space? What if Captain America were elected president? What if the Phoenix had not died? Yeah, just some different what ifs. So I guess like it's all of this.
Oh, what if the Phoenix had not
super
died? That one,
hypothetical stuff.
of all of them, that one sounds the most interesting. So
Which
far.
one? Which one sounds most interesting?
If the Phoenix had not died.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be cool just to see all those things. I don't know if it's going to be for everybody, but I think it's going to be cool.
I think the artwork definitely looks pretty awesome. Like,
yeah, it's deep.
I want to see the. I want to see the. It looks, comic. Like it looks like comic animation. It looks really good. And I know those are just stills, so obviously, like they may not look quite like that, but
I just wish instead of doing like, because I'm pretty sure these are going to be hypotheticals that came from the What If comics or whatever.
Yeah.
Stick to that basis, but it'd be kind of cool since they're everything they're bringing out right now is somewhat connected when it comes to movies and stuff like that.
Right.
I wish they would do hypotheticals on what happened in the movies.
Yeah, that would be great. That's a great idea. So they need to put you on writing.
Mick, go do your thing. These are
that's
some
what
comics.
I want to see.
Yeah.
Because they developed this whole thing for us visually in this visual medium now. Right. And I think that's a great idea to play off of that. That's
right.
Ingenious. I don't know why they don't go down that route. That's what I would want to see from this.
Well, maybe they are. Give them the benefit of the doubt.
No, you just gave us some scenarios, and I didn't hear
those are just classic scenarios. I'm reading off of IGN's article about it, and those are just classic. So here's from like the actual comics. What if Spider-Man had joined the Fantastic Four? What if the Hulk had Bruce Banner's brain, had the brain of Bruce Banner? And what if Jane Foster had found the hammer of Thor? So
Well,
those were actual comics from back then.
okay.
So I don't know if those pique your interest anymore.
Right. Well, the Hulk having Bruce Banner's mind made it in the actual
Yeah, that's
story
smart
arc
Hulk,
of
right?
Hulk. Yeah.
So
Later
does
down the road.
Well, I
Jane
think it was
Foster getting the hammer.
originally Gray Hulk. It wasn't Smart Hulk. It was Gray Hulk, and that's what it was. That was Smart Hulk. And they found that
Yeah.
him being smart made him not as strong because he
it like hurt him.
prevented him to go into that rage state, so he could never escalate his power. He was strong, but not as strong as he could be because he don't got that rage, uncontrollably red rage, green rage, if you want to call it that. But
Yeah, I guess
hopefully
we'll still have to wait and see. I'm excited for the lineup. I want to see a lot of shows that all the Marvel stuff. I still love all the Marvel, so I want to see it. I'm excited for Disney Plus. You know what I mean?
See, you want to see it because it plays off of the movies that they already.
Yeah, I think so.
Characters that already were set up for you, you know. So like
That's
you're like,
true.
oh, well, I would like to follow these characters still, you know. After.
Well, it's also too like I'd like to learn who they are. Like I've said it time and time again. I never read the comics, so I don't know those things about Hulk and Gray Hulk and Smart Hulk. I just know Hulk, big green smash thing, Hulk. So like smash, and so it's like now you find these characters like that you fall in love with throughout these years of watching them grow and morph into who they are in this movie series. Who were they and how did they get, how can I go back and see what the creators of the MCU picked from the comics to make them who they are? You know what I mean?
Right.
And so I hope that the series that are coming to Disney Plus kind of shed some light on that. Like, that's what I'm excited for.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Real quick. You remember the Pirates of the Caribbean, the last one?
Yeah.
It's coming out next month on Disney Plus. It's you could actually see it. Now, you got to go and watch it, dude.
I'm not going to watch it.
All
right. Maybe I will. Whatever. Maybe I will.
Go watch it.
I just, I don't know.
Didn't we say that? Didn't we agree to review that or something?
Oh, yeah. Maybe we will, huh?
Yeah, we will.
I'm going to be forced to review it, and I'm not going to like it.
You will like it. Yeah. Yes, Steven.
I just can't. I can't imagine liking it. I didn't like the fourth one.
Why would I like it going in with that attitude? Though?
You don't like nothing anymore,
Steven. I do like stuff. I tell you. Oh, all right. You want to go down this road? I'll tell you what I like. Boys?
No, don't. You can't do that right now.
What are you talking about?
You can't do that. Right
Why can't I do that?
All right, go ahead.
No, I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna go into anything. But you guys, seriously, we talked last week about like new shows to be watching.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have to watch Dark.
Yeah, I'm going to.
It is so.
It's on my next.
It is so good. I started it Monday, and I'm already like 3 episodes from the end.
I know you've been talking about it nonstop.
I know you guys are getting tired. I talk about it so much. I actually got an account on Duolingo, and I'm learning German on Duolingo. Okay, it's in German, and I would recommend like it's hard. Jason, I know we talked about this. Like you have a hard time with subtitles.
Yeah, it's distracting.
I really recommend like fighting through that and watching it in German with subtitles. Because the dub does not give it the same like inflection that when there's like serious moments or funny moments or whatever. You don't.
How many have you watched that good in the dubbed?
Every time I turn the dub on, I'm like, I can't do this. Every time I've gone back and forth between them.
Mm-hmm.
I hate subtitles.
You gotta watch the subtitles. You gotta do the subtitles. It's so much better.
I don't want to read. I read enough.
I know.
We live in the.
Then do like what I do and learn German, and then you can just listen to it in German.
My wife's German.
There you go.
That's good. That's German enough for me.
Yeah, there you go.
I want English, please.
I'm serious. It's so freaking good. Like
I'll watch it.
I was blown away at like the episode 5 was where I was just like, oh my gosh. I called my buddy who's been watching it, and I was just like, I can't believe. And he was like, there's 3 seasons. That's just episode 5 of season 1. Like, it gets crazier and crazier.
How far are you now?
So I'm in season 3, episode 3.
So you only got 5 episodes left.
Yeah.
5 or 6.
And that's how much my wife is like, you need to stop. And she's like, what are you doing? I come over there and just like, time for dark. I can't wait for dark. And I love being able to binge it. And I'm afraid that when I'm done with it, I'm just gonna be like,
isn't it so depressing? Is it
so
depressing?
Yeah,
after
you end a show,
find a show, and you're like,
it's over.
What am I supposed to do in my life now?
Yeah.
Damn it.
And then like you're going through and you're like looking for all these shows that they got listed on there and trying to find the next best thing.
And then you find something that's good. It's only like 6 episodes and there's only 1 season out. And you're like,
crap, right back to square one.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go outside.
Oh, I didn't realize this.
What?
There's only 3 seasons total.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's why I just said you only have 5 episodes.
Oh man, now I'm sad. Now I'm gonna take my time.
I gotta slow down.
I'm gonna take my time on it. Yeah. So seriously though, go watch Dark. It's
hold up there, Hoss.
So stinking good.
Go watch Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, right.
It's
too
that
big.
Will last forever.
It's too big. Yeah, it will. That will. But that's the thing is like I already know stuff about Dragon Ball Z. I've watched a 3-hour video on Dragon Ball Z's timeline. And so like I know how it goes. I just don't have like that deep inside knowledge. You know what I mean?
Right.
That meta knowledge about
that
like
meta.
little that
Like
that meta. Yeah, Mick's got that meta knowledge, but I don't. But about Dark, I got that meta knowledge for Dark. No, Dark is so confusing though. It really is.
I don't even know what I watched. It's just
really
cool.
is. You're just like, what?
It's just cool.
Wait,
I don't even know.
I've said wait what about 1,000 times in the past week, and it's all been because of Dark. But I'm done with that. Okay, all done with Dark. Jason, you've been watching Warrior Nun. How's that?
Actually, since we talked last, I haven't watched it anymore. But
oh my god, so it's not as good.
No, it is good.
No,
but I just gotta find time. I gotta
listen. When a show is good, it grabs you.
No, okay, so
you don't have to, you don't find time.
You can relate to this.
You make time.
No, you can relate to this because you hate watching movies in pieces, right?
Oh yeah.
So I'm that way with a show. I can't sit there if I'm distracted. There's distractions going. I gotta make sure I have the time for myself to sit there and go through it, so that way I know exactly what's going on. Otherwise, because I can make time for it and do it while other things are going on, but then I'm like, I don't enjoy it as much, so I can't do it. I don't want to.
Like, is it good though? Is it good from what you've seen?
I mean, so far for what I've seen, yeah. I mean, it looks pretty good.
All right, that'll be the next one.
I can't give it a stamp of approval yet because I'm not that far enough into it, but I think it's pretty good so far.
Warrior Nun. That's like 60% of all anime is like dealing with like some religious warrior.
Yeah.
Fighting demons.
That's like that's Bleach. That's like the plot of Bleach.
Yeah, that's Blue Exorcist. That's everything.
What's that other one? What's the other one where I can't think of it. The style is really good. It's really gory style. Oh man,
There's a lot.
My brother-in-law listens to
Inuyasha.
No, he's gonna kill me because he told me to get into it, but I can't remember the name of it. I'll find out later.
Full Metal Alchemist, is that
maybe that one? Maybe.
Where the boy's soul's stuck in that metal suit or whatever.
No, it's like Soul Blade or something like that.
I can't remember. I watched that a long time ago.
He showed me. I can't remember. I haven't even finished My Hero Academia, so I need to like.
And there's like no seasons to that.
I know, and it's good, but like
it's so good.
So the problem with that one is like season 1 was like 12 episodes or something like that. Season 2 was then like it was like 12 episodes. Then it was like 24 episodes was season 2, and then season 3 is like 60 something episodes. I'm like, what's going on? Can we like piece this thing out, make it like somewhat
Well, if you're going through stuff the way you're going through Dark, I mean, that shouldn't be a problem for you, man.
I know.
Right? So,
But it
I
just like
know.
so if you're going through an hour show,
no, seriously though. But the thing with Dark is like I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. With Dragon Ball Z, I could do this for 3 weeks and still not see the light at the end. You know what I mean? It's just like you get fatigued from it. You're just like, oh my gosh, I gotta like learn all these like intricate backstories and how the all this stuff, and it's like I don't want to do that. I want to get to the end. And with Dark, I'm right at the end. I'm like so close. I'm almost there.
all right.
You guys still need to watch. What is that movie? The show about the drug dealer.
Breaking Bad.
Eisenberg. Yes, you guys got to watch
Breaking
that.
Bad.
I know. I got to get on it.
Hasn't that ship sailed now?
I think so. Like
It's so
how do you
good.
go back and say like I'm watching Breaking Bad? Like, well, why are you watching that again? You know what I mean? Like
Because
that's
you
like
guys
people-
are losers and didn't watch it when everybody else was
Yeah,
watching
I know. So I have two questions I want to ask. So like my thing too is like The Office. I love The Office. I watched every episode of The Office,
Really?
but I don't go back and watch it again from like start to finish because like I don't want to sit through the Jim and Pam spoiler alert for The Office. Like I don't want to watch the Jim and Pam workup. I want to watch Casino Night where like where they kiss and it's like everything's kicking off right there. The Casino Night's like way at the end of season 1. You know what I mean?
Once you
It's like-
watch it all the way through, I mean, you can watch it at any.
Yeah, so that's what I'm
order
saying.
you
Like
want
I want to
to.
watch it in pieces. I don't want to go back and watch the whole thing.
Right. I always go. I would probably watch The Office through like 3 times already.
I think Parks
Because
and
I
Rec is
start at
better
the
than
end.
Office.
It's my night. It's like
Yeah, I said it.
one of those shows that I
What
watch.
would
at
you
night.
say, Jason?
Huh?
Say it again so the audience can hear you. Speak
I
louder.
said I think Parks and Rec is better than The Office. It's funnier. than
I
The Office.
agree. It is funny.
Yeah.
It's not better.
Yeah, they're about the
I
same.
changed it. It's funnier. I think it's funnier. It's way
Oh, man.
the characters in Parks and Rec are funnier.
My
than-
brother swears that I'm exactly like, is it Andy in Parks and Rec?
Yeah.
Is that true?
I can see it.
Somewhat.
I
Yeah,
can
he
see
says
it.
I have like the same isms about
The
myself.
quirkiness.
Yeah, the quirkiness. I don't know. So okay, this leads me to my second question. I guess it doesn't lead me, but I don't want to forget my other question. So are you guys a binge watching or one episode per week kind of guy?
Oh, binge watcher for sure.
Like
You know
prefer,
me.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, Mick, you're just
that's
like,
a-
oh, I
that's a
watched
str-
17 seasons and
I see him. I'm like,
That's a strange question. Of course, everybody wants
My
to
wife-
be able to see all of it all at once. No one wants to wait.
my wife be all like,
Right?
no, I
did
know.
you watch this show? No. Why are you on? Why are you on episode 18? We ended off at 2. Sorry.
Oh
You got
my
me.
God,
You went to
that-
the
got me.
That
bathroom.
happens here.
You went
That
to the
happens
bathroom.
here.
Yeah, so like that's I guess I was thinking about that. Like that's what I love about Dark too is like when they release it, they release a whole season. Netflix has been doing really good about that. But like I was thinking back to like The Mandalorian and that was a 1 episode per week and like Game of Thrones was 1 episode a week. So like do you prefer I'm kind of on the fence about it. I love being able to binge watch it, but then when talking to people, I'm like, "Come on, you got to catch up. Come on." Like, you know, and in the one episode a week, like you have a whole week to discuss everything that went on in that episode.
Right.
You know what I mean? But like if you
I
I don't know. So I think I see positives about both sides, but I don't know where I stand on it really. I was trying
I'm
to
not
think about it.
patient. I'm not patient enough, and I wait. Well, I'm a patient guy, but when it comes to like movies and stuff like
Yeah,
that, I
yeah.
want to see what's happening next. I want to know right
Right.
now. Tell
Yeah.
me. Right. But when it
One
comes,
more episode.
yeah, when it comes to those things, I'm always late on the trend, anyways. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
The Mandalorian, I didn't get on that until it was done and over the first season. And people were
Really?
telling me, you gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. So I binge watched it in like a day, and then I was like, why haven't I been watching this whole
This
time?
is good. This is great.
Right. Because I'm
Yeah.
always on another thing. I just like binge watching and getting all this lovely
Right.
information.
Right.
in my-
Yeah, I'm with Mick. I don't like waiting. Give me
Hmm.
my stuff. I want to watch it. I don't. Cliffhangers piss me off. I'm like, no, what
Yeah,
happened?
I know.
But they got. But that's the
I'm
thing is
like-
like you do love it. You do love it because you
I-
stick around for the whole week and it's all you think about. And they
Well,
got
'cause I
you.
got
They
no
did
choice.
Exactly,
It's not that
they
I
did
will
exactly what they
willingly
wanted
do
to
it.
do.
Yeah, but I don't know. If I had my preference, I would want it all up front. I don't want to wait for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. You get to talk about it. You get to soak in all the information. You can probably even possibly watch it a couple times before
Yeah,
before the
and, like,
next one
really,
comes on
yeah.
or something to really get a grasp of it. But I don't know. No, I want it all.
Tell me now.
Tell me now.
it all.
I grew up
Yeah,
in a
yeah.
world of instant gratification because all this internets and stuff.
I know we're spoiled. That's what
Tell
it
me
is.
now.
We're
Right,
spoiled.
yeah.
People didn't even binge watching wasn't even a thing like
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
5
Yeah, you
years
have to wait.
ago,
Yeah, you
10
have to
years
wait.
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forget dial up.
I heard
Now,
who was that?
internet
One of the streaming
now.
services is going to start going into weeklies again, or now, or something like that. I heard.
Well,
Or
I know
certain
right
series.
now, I know Hulu for a fact, like
Hulu
has
does
a
it?
show. Yeah. So certain shows that are showing like on different channels, like actual channels.
The
the
network channels.
seasons,
and stuff?
yeah.
Yeah.
So a week after that show shows up, it pops up on there.
I thought it
So
was
you
a
can
day
watch it.
after.
I don't know. You might be right, but it's like it's just a delay release. So
I don't watch
They still
Hulu.
do that
I know
on
I need
Hulu.
to, but I don't.
A weekly release. It's just a day late from the actual release date on television.
Gotcha.
So,
Gotcha.
right. So it could be Hulu. What you're talking about?
Maybe.
I think
I
it'd be
thought it was.
more
I thought it was
profitable.
something. I thought it was also pertaining not just to network shows, but also to their own content. So like they're gonna.
Oh yeah, like net. Well, I don't know.
Like they'll
Well,
even
yeah.
like release partials. Like they'll give you a few episodes and then they give you the next few episodes.
Did that
They
recently?
do that. They do that. Netflix does it right now. At least with the animes that are on there. Let me give an example. 7 Deadly Sins. It's a Netflix original, and they'll come out with like four episodes, and then they'll give you some more and give you some more and give you some more. At least that's how it came out when I was watching it, because I was watching. Oh, there's only 6 episodes, right? And this is the first season. No, about I don't know 4 or 5 months later, they dropped like 6 more episodes, and it was still season 1.
They pull a
Crazy.
good old
That's
Game of
crazy.
Thrones on us.
Right.
Right.
That's
yeah.
another.
We're gonna cut Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Let's not go there.
That's another good one. 7 Deadly Sins is a good one.
I watch. Oh, a good series to be watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
If you want to get into anime, that's
a good one.
Netflix gets it.
So speaking of Netflix, news came out about a new Russo brothers movie that is going to star Ryan Gosling and Chris Evans, called The Gray Man. And the reason it's big news is because Netflix has committed its largest budget yet to this movie. You guys want to guess a budget? Wrong.
We have to,
$200 million.
wait, we didn't get a chance.
I know you didn't. You were taking too long.
I was going to say $100
I was already talking.
million.
Sorry. Yeah, $200 million.
200 million.
It's called The Gray Man. It's a. I guess it's a. Let's see. It's like a mano-y-mano espionage thriller. So that sounds good.
It does.
I'm really excited. You know, we talked about this with Extraction. I'm really excited to see like the superheroes become action heroes now.
Yeah.
And I want to see like these guys take on cooler and newer roles.
Yeah, man.
Should
Yeah,
be
we need
good.
some action heroes, man.
Yeah.
I think Chris Evans can do it. I don't know about Ryan Gosling, but
No, Ryan Gosling can't. He's
I
like
think Chris Evans
he's
can
like
do
a
it.
B-roll action movie guy. He's like the sidekick in every action movie.
It's a sidekick. No, he's not funny enough to be the sidekick, man. You gotta.
Oh yeah, that's true. You gotta
Yeah.
funny.
He's gotta be funny if he's gonna be that.
Like-
Yeah, he's just a B actor all the way around.
Yeah. Ryan Reynolds is probably like the best sidekick you could have.
Oh God.
But he's Deadpool,
Ryan
so
Reynolds.
I don't think. I mean, like, it's gonna be hard to see him in any other like role than Deadpool. But he would be.
It's hard to see him in anything else Anyway,
Well, I thought he was a
besides
good Green.
Deadpool.
I know
What are
you
you
guys
talking
probably
about?
didn't like. I liked him as Green Lantern.
Did you? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay,
I mean,
maybe.
he did good, but the movie was bad. Like I don't think it was his fault that movie was bad. It was like terrible CGI and terrible plot and everything.
I didn't think it was bad.
It wasn't. I don't think it was
Okay.
that detrimental to the universe they were trying to build. I thought that they could have still used that as their first movie. Because right, that was supposed to be their first movie of the universe.
Yeah, that was like one of the very first ones.
Yeah, but then they scrapped it and started over with Man of Steel. I think it still could have had that in there, but
Yeah.
that's just me.
Well, yeah. So I'm excited for this movie. This The Gray Man.
The Gray Man. Yeah, I'll check that out.
I
I'll
don't
check
know
that
whatever
out.
that means. And then another Netflix movie that's I guess has been real big is The Old Guard,
Yeah,
starring
Charlize
Charlize Theron.
I
know
like her, man.
multiple
That's one of
people
my
has
favorite
told me.
actors.
Multiple
Yeah.
people have told me to go watch that thing.
Yeah.
I know. We should
It's
do that
pretty
for our
You guys
next,
watch the trailer for it and everything?
I haven't seen the trailer. I've only heard it, but I haven't. I've
I just
heard
saw-
of it. I just haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I just saw the thumbnail.
Yeah, it looks pretty good, man. It looks pretty. I will tell you about it, but I'll let you guys go and watch it for yourself.
All right, I will watch it.
Yeah. Both show. I'll probably watch it tomorrow.
I'm talking like I have to watch the movie, but I didn't watch the movie. I'm just talking about the trailer.
Yo, we'll watch the movie together. We won't watch the trailer together. So, well, cool. Hey, so we have like I want to make this like a new segment.
You got a segment idea?
I guess a segment idea. What do you guys
segment
think?
has been birthed right now.
We are birthing. Welcome to the birthing room. I might throw up or pass out, but
oh man.
Yeah. No.
What was your birthing room face?
What?
What was your birthing room face?
Are you asking like
all of us are fathers?
I know. Are you asking that as a father
Yeah.
question or what
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about in a minute?
No. As a father, what was your face when you saw your baby being born?
I was more worried about my wife than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, she's over there half dead, curled up into a ball. We had a German. Oh, this is great. We had a German nurse, and she was like, my wife was like, I can't breathe. And she was like, you need to push now. Like, no complaining. You push now. And I'm just like, quit yelling at my wife. Like, yeah,
the baby's born. She's like, roast.
Yeah, she cracked a beer and had a toast with me. She gave me the boot. Das boot. That's boot. No, okay. So we'll have another day to talk about our birthing experiences on another podcast we make. But I wanted to reach out to some of our fans and get some like questions that they may have for us. So we sent out a post on Facebook, and I post on Twitter too. So if you're on Twitter, you can find it there. But
tweet me.
Tweeter me. Tweeter us at Twitter.
What did you say?
I know, right?
I didn't say anything. Whatever just came out of my mouth, I don't know what it was. My brain started moving, and it
Where's
went
that
bad.
censor button, man?
So we did receive some feedback. So I want to answer some of these questions.
Let's get on it.
That I'm gonna pick a few just easy ones because we didn't have time to like really think about. Like somebody asked, what is the best film for every main genre? And like I don't have the time to go through like a bunch of main genres right now. So we'll get on that one next. But here's the few that stuck out to me. Okay. So the first one that I really liked was this is from John. Who's your daddy and what does he do? No, I'm joking. That's not enough.
I'm your daddy.
I'm your daddy. What's that movie from? What's that movie? Name that movie. Who's your daddy, Gary?
Wait, should we name it or the comment?
Who's your daddy, Gary?
I know it already, so let's see.
That ain't. There's your mama.
It's not training day.
Almost
the
like
football
training
game.
day.
If
Yeah.
you wanna play
The football
football
game.
for this team,
You gotta
Yeah.
get on
tell
my
me
bus.
who your
Who your
daddy
daddy is? It's Remember the Titans.
There you go. Remember the
Yeah.
Titans. I remember.
Okay.
I remember.
So, well, kind of. We had to help you out there.
yeah.
Anyway.
Remember.
Okay.
He
It
knows
just
the
goes-
football movie though.
His brain was
Bling.
loading. Okay, so our first actual question, okay, and I'm actually excited about this one. This is from Kimberly on Facebook. She says, "How do you feel about Chris Hemsworth producing and starring in a Hulk Hogan biopic? Does Hulk Hogan even deserve a movie? And what has he done to be so fabulous? Has Hollywood completely run out of ideas?"
You know.
That person should be slapped.
Whoa, we do not
Whoa.
condone. We do
No
not
slapping.
abuse,
sorry.
violence in any way.
No, yeah. Thank you for that
Okay,
disclaimer.
okay. So what do you guys think? I have a thought on this, but I want to hear your guys'
Wait, first of all,
thoughts
I want to know how that came about. Like who approached who? Like, does Hulk Hogan want a movie made
Yeah,
about him?
yeah,
does
that's
this
what I'm
thing
saying,
go,
like,
hey,
you-
I want to
usually-
play you in the
Don't biopics come after somebody like passes on and like they want to remember that person in that way?
No,
No,
they're
not
doing
really.
no.
No.
They're doing one on Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
I know, but the ones I'm thinking of are
Oh,
like
that one's gonna be
they went
so
already on Mike
good.
Tyson.
Rocket Man and Bohemian. Well, I guess Rocket Man.
Yeah, he's
what's
he's
his name?
still alive.
Okay, all right, I'm wrong. Go ahead, proceed. Don't mind me. I'll be over here in the corner, just asking wrong questions all the
Okay.
time. And,
I'm
what?
wrong.
But I mean,
Wrong
so you
time.
asked the question, what has he done so fabulous? He's only been like the most recognizable
Yeah.
superstar wrestler of all time.
Yeah.
And he held that position for a long time.
Yeah.
And I mean, he didn't set the wrestling career in motion like for everybody. He didn't like set the pace for everything, but I mean, he was a big icon in that fact, and I think there's a lot of entertainers / sports athletes that we've had movies about, and no one's had any gripes about that. So why is this not that I'm not saying that I want a Hulk Hogan movie. I'm just saying I'm not against it.
Right.
And I actually think Chris Hemsworth would be make a good Hulk Hogan.
I agree. Besides his personal life, I know if he's had struggles. He's a normal person, people. You know what I mean? Like, people struggle. People, I don't care who you are. You put stuff on Facebook, you're only going to put the stuff that, you want people to see. Everybody
Right.
has a dark a closet that everybody else doesn't know about. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, his son is pretty much was a mess up, right? He cheated on his wife. But he was a great father to his daughter. You know what I mean? I mean, there's good and bad to the guy, but he was a wrestling icon. You know what I mean? I know he has an addiction issue, and that comes with being in the industry.
Famous and successful.
Yeah, well, being in the industry of wrestling, anyways.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
I had family in the industry, and
Yeah.
when it comes to that, all the prescription drugs and stuff like that, and steroids and stuff
Right.
like that, it was everybody was doing it at the time. I mean, it's not their fault because that's what everybody was doing at the
Well, you
time.
kind of had to do
Right.
something too. I mean, they're doing multiple shows a night and back-to-back nights, and so I'm sure
Right.
like it probably starts with like some painkillers and stuff.
Oh,
and you're
my
taking stuff
God.
to to
You're
be able
jumping
to
off-
perform.
Try jumping off the roof every day
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
landing
Right.
on your shoulder, and then
Right.
you know what I mean, and
Yeah.
actually getting hit. It's not like it's not. People say it's fake, right? Yeah,
It is
it is
fake.
fake.
Yeah, the story is fake. What they do
Yeah, the
is not.
story is fake, right? But when they're smacking each other, they're smacking each other.
Yeah.
You're taking a. Dude,
Hey,
I
what's
know.
up?
I got
mean, like
family
they don't like
business.
knuckle punch each
No,
other
they
in the
don't-
face.
No, they
but they
pull
still
back.
actually-
They
yeah, they
pull
pull
back,
back.
but accidents happen. Then they
Yeah.
look up and they have to be all like half knocked out, still try to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Accidents
yeah.
happen. It's gonna hurt jumping from
Yeah.
the
Right. Yeah.
the-
No. I
the
know
fen-
that.
the cage match, the full
Right.
cage match.
Going
Remember
through
when
tables, getting hit with chairs.
Mankind, dude, got choke slammed by the Undertaker through the center of the cage, and that wasn't supposed to happen. Him breaking through all
Yeah.
3 cages down to the.
Wasn't that like the most iconic
documentary.
moment in? I think it
Yes.
still holds up as like one of the craziest
Yes.
moments ever in WWE.
I
I
watched a documentary. Like, I don't think it was just on him, or maybe it was, but I watched a documentary of it, and it's like showing us the behind the scenes and like and his wife and his 3 kids were there. And oh, dude, so heartbreaking, dude. Like they're on the sidelines and she's trying to cover up their eyes from seeing their daddy get beaten because one of their kids is like hysterically losing it and the other kids crying too.
Really?
It's like I was like,
think
oh
about
my
it.
god,
Kid,
that
you-
hurt.
you-
dude.
Oh
Kids
yeah, no,
seeing
your
this-
kid doesn't know that this fake
right.
or
But-
that it's not supposed to happen. And
I give these wrestlers respect, whether it's fake or not. You know what I mean? What is fake, but they still put their body through trauma, and I can see how they could get addicted to these drugs and stuff. With Mankind, that wasn't supposed. That's the most iconic thing that happened in WWF. That wasn't supposed to happen.
Right.
And he still played it off. You know what I mean? Stone Cold broke his neck, and still had the energy to act like he was pinning some guy down to finish his match because he was supposed to win the match. It was against, I don't know if it was Bret Hart or the Nugget. I forget what's his name. He ended up dying. Anyways, it's crazy. And if Hulk Hogan made it through without breaking any neck, nothing.
Right.
And I believe he was, besides his personal life, he was a role model to a lot of people. I want to be like Hulk Hogan one day, be all shredded and Mr. Macho, you know what I mean?
I don't even watch
Everybody
wrestling,
knows
and I know
pose.
that. Yeah,
Everybody knows that
Hulk
pose
Hogan.
because of Hulk Hogan.
Right.
I just
exactly.
He has an interesting enough life with all the problems and drama in his life that I think it'll be an interesting biopic to watch.
Right.
I think it'll be good. I'm actually kind of excited to watch it.
So that kind of goes to my, like, that whole discussion you just had, the whole thought kind of goes to my fear of this movie. We know that Hollywood actors take their roles, the good ones take their roles seriously. And so I think I'm thinking of like Heath Ledger, right? And when he took on the Joker role, my fear is that Chris Hemsworth mental state, I hope that he doesn't go crazy and like try to be a method actor in this whole thing, and that he can not get sucked into that kind of like lifestyle, you know what I mean? And not, I hope that this role doesn't turn out to be detrimental to his like career.
I think,
you know what I mean?
I think with Heath Ledger, he's already had issues.
Right.
It wasn't the Joker he was already had.
The Joker did a lot.
going on.
The Joker did a lot to it because he would lock himself in the room to get himself crazy. He was like a method actor in that. You know what I mean? Like there was a lot that the Joker role had to do with.
To be doing that in the first place, you had to be a kind of off the wall person anyway. Okay, this is how I'm going to get ready to play a Joker. Obviously, he was probably the best Joker there was, in people's opinions. But but any person that takes it that seriously, especially when it's a comic book based movie, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's not a serious role, and he's going. It's like the Machinist or whatever, right?
Yeah.
He didn't go do all that crazy stuff. Yeah, he lost all the weight to play that position, but basically what I'm saying, he was a little off in the first place. He was going through problems before he even went to there. And yeah, he might have went. They said, oh, it was this movie that did it to him.
Yeah, that did it. Yeah.
Right. I think he was just already weird in the first place. Great actor. I wish he never passed. I wish he had his head screwed on a little bit tighter, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, that's my only fear about this movie.
So that's your only fear. So you're okay with the?
I'm fine with the movie. Yeah, I'm fine with the movie. Jason, you seem the only one not okay with the movie.
See, no, wait, because I'm getting a little bit different vibe from you than I got earlier. But I don't know.
No, that was my only. I didn't want to talk about it when we were talking at work, but I didn't. That was my only thing. It's like I just don't want the movie to drive Chris Hemsworth like down a weird road of like emulating this. Like, I mean, we all know that like drugs and steroids and all kinds of crazy stuff happened in the wrestling world, and so like that he's gonna depict that. So it, just makes you not. I don't want I'd hate for that to drive him down a road that nobody wants him to go down. And I don't think it will. It's just like a fear. You know what I mean? Because I like Chris. I like him as an actor. I think he's a fantastic actor. I loved him as Thor, and we saw him in Extraction kind of break out into this action role, and it'd be really cool to see more of that kind of stuff. And I know he's like he's got 2 little kids. He's a great dad, and like all that. You know what I mean? Like, it's just you hope that a role like this doesn't drive someone down the road of.
So let me ask a follow-up question to this. Go there. So
okay.
Part of the question was, what has he done so fabulous? So what makes him worthy of his own movie, right? Right. So is his success from his career alone enough to warrant a movie and solidify himself as an icon in that sport to be able to have people worship you enough or whatever to make a movie about you? Or is it more so about being successful at your craft as well as being a great person, so that there's like a legacy you're leaving behind?
Like, I don't know the answer to that. I think that like
let's say if he's like a horrible person in real life. Okay, so let's say he's a horrible. Does that taint his legacy that he set forth? Does that take away from his accomplishments if he's just like this horrible human being?
I don't think so.
It's like if you knew that, like you wouldn't want to. Like you look up to him and you say, "Hey, I want to be like Hulk Hogan because he's 24-inch pythons, whatever." But you don't know anything else about him. But then you find out like he's like this complete total
butthole.
Yeah. I got you. So then are you still gonna look up to him? Is he still gonna be your role model? I mean, probably not, right? So does that?
No, but he was never my role model. I'll tell you that what he did.
This is all hypothetical, but I'm just saying. Would that take away from him, his validity of having a movie?
Right, but I'll tell you what he did for me. I didn't know wrestling growing up, but I knew who Hulk Hogan was.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So like for somebody to be that iconic, for somebody who never watched, I didn't know that. I couldn't tell you who Mankind was or what. I know he has a trench coat. I think he has a trench coat. Nope. I'm wrong. So see, like I don't know. And that's the thing is like I know what Hulk Hogan looks like. I know he's a crazy guy, and I don't know if he came before like Macho Man, Randy Savage.
Same era.
They're about the same
era. But like those 2 guys were like the crazy, like we're out there.
Gonna do with this? Yeah.
So
I
like,
don't know what he says.
Yeah. So like, I knew that those 2 guys were the crazy ones in wrestling, and so I know them by name. I don't know what they did on the outside. I don't know if what they did on the outside warrants what. But look at like the Bohemian Rhapsody movie. Freddie Mercury was like a recluse and like very private about his life and all this stuff. But like that movie was about his life. And in fact, it was to the point where like it frustrated the real like Brian May and the members of the Queen band, because they were fabricating things that like they assumed happened because he was so private about his life.
Right.
But we know that like he did some stuff, like, you know what I mean? Like, but it didn't take away from what he did in his career.
But I mean, he wasn't like,
I guess I don't know if it's, I know it might be apples and oranges what I'm comparing, but I'm just saying that like not always what you do on the outside reflects. Now, in the case of like Michael Jackson, like, you know, people are starting to like, oh, okay, this dude was a, crazy person. I think people knew that originally, but like the stuff that the finding the Leaving Neverland stuff, like those documentaries have kind of tainted what he did on the stage, but people still recognize his music and love his music, I bet.
Yeah.
So
I think a lot of people don't even believe what that.
I think a lot of people don't believe it either. But
I want to move on from this question.
To that Michael Jackson point, though. Oh, okay, sorry. So to that Michael Jackson point, though, I mean, R. Kelly, they are taking away some of the stuff that he did. On stage, right? So
yeah.
So I mean, there is.
But see, R. Kelly was more upfront about it. Didn't he like actually do stuff during like concerts?
Well, I mean,
like, didn't he do something to a girl at a concert?
I don't know. Probably. It sounds like.
So like,
I mean,
I thought he like.
doesn't
I thought
a
he
lot
put
of
on a
R&B
girl in a
singers, though?
concert.
I mean, that's,
Am I wrong for saying
I'm
that?
gonna piss on you. I'll piss on you. I'll piss on you.
Yeah. So like I don't know. Michael Jackson never doing anything crazy like during his concerts, but I don't know.
I don't know.
I
I don't
think-
think
I
that
think-
R&B
trail.
people.
I-
Yeah.
I think he deserves it. Final answer is I think he deserves it just because he had his level of success
Right.
and how crazy his life was.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Look at all these biopics.
Right.
All these guys were successful, and look how crazy their life was. Their
Right.
life was interesting, and to show the path that they went on to become this successful person that is quote unquote iconic. He's iconic to a lot of people that were watching wrestling back in those days and
Right.
have those feeling. Probably not to you and me or whatever. Just like there's certain people that never listen to Queen. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Go listen to
Right.
Queen.
Right. But yeah, it's yeah, I love it.
Well,
Yeah.
they probably listen to it and don't know that it's Queen. And
Yeah.
they
You
know
probably
the
have
song.
heard.
Everybody
Queen.
know
Yeah,
seen
everybody
Wayne's
knows the
World.
song. Yeah.
Gotta move when they're all
Yeah,
in the
right,
DeLorean
on the
or
car.
whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So I appreciate your guys' thoughts on it. I'm excited for it. I think that's a general consensus.
Thank you for the question.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
Kimberly, thank you. Okay. So the next question, I kind of feel like these two are hand in hand a little bit, for me at least. But from Dakota, he says, what's the best video game storyline? And then maybe, I mean, that's like a good one. It might be a little long to try to like.
Well, I
think
mean,
about that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good stories.
Yeah, there is. I was trying to think of them. I'm like, oh, this game's good. Oh, dang, that game's good too. So like, I think that would take a little longer to like dissect, which
Come up-
I would
yeah,
love
yeah,
to
yeah.
do later down the road. But one of the great storylines ties in with something that another guy said. John said, if you have to be a video game bad guy, who would you be?
Sephiroth.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew
That's
it.
what I was thinking. But,
Yeah.
that from the top of my head, just hearing that question, I would be Sephiroth. But I don't know. But if I think about it, I don't know. Probably could be. If I can think of something else better, but right now, that's
So,
what I'm
and
going
maybe
with.
I want to add a little bit. Who do you think the best video game bad guy is? So I'll go first because you guys are thinking about it. I'll go first because I've been thinking. So I'm pretty basic when it comes to games. I didn't play a lot of like RPGs as a kid. So like Call of Duty, we all know that was my thing. And Modern Warfare 2, the storyline from Modern Warfare to Modern Warfare 2, and even into Modern Warfare 3, and the bad guy of Shepard throughout, especially in Modern Warfare 2, was like one of the greatest. General Shepard was one of the greatest story twists that he was the bad guy, because he's like supposed to be your commanding officer the whole time, and then finally it turns out that he is turned on you. And he did stuff in Modern Warfare 4, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, to like set things into motion. And he's like getting back to us. So like the end scene with Ghost and I can't remember the other guy's name, but you like rip the knife out of your chest and you throw it at Shepard's face, and so good. Price soap. Oh man, it was so good. So General Shepard is like one of my favorite the favorite bad guys that I know. I know he's not like a super high ranking iconic bad guy, but like to me, he's up there.
Okay.
And Bowser.
And Bowser.
And Bowser.
Because he always gets the girl. I'm joking. So what about you guys? What do you think?
I don't know, man. That's a good one. Man.
So Sephiroth, I know you. So, but you wouldn't say that. You wouldn't say that he's the best video game, or you would just be him, right?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I would be him. But I don't know. I gotta really think before I just say for sure that he's like the best one.
Can you tell me like why you love Sephiroth so much?
Yeah.
Because he got his sword, bro.
I know you have like a replica sword of his, but like
I do.
See that? Look. You see this sword?
Yeah,
It's like
yeah, there it is.
Yeah, it's
20
on
feet. It's like 20 feet long.
20 feet
20
long.
feet long.
Oh my gosh. Nice check there, buddy.
It is. It's huge.
That's
So
like
I don't know.
5
I
inches.
like his storyline. His storyline was pretty intriguing to me. Right? Let me see if I can do it justice. Do you guys know his story?
Nope.
Okay. So
just say it like you're talking to somebody who's never played the games before.
never. Okay. So So basically, there's this. So it's Final Fantasy VII. So there's basically they have like this government agency called Shinra, right? And it's like they're the cops, the authorities, and they have these professors, these scientists who are working on a project called the Genova Project. And Genova, they thought when Genova came, they thought Genova was the last remnants of a tribe of people that was called the Cetra. And the Cetra was supposed to be like a group of a tribe of people that was so much in tune with the earth that they can use the earth's life force to get powers or to do stuff with it, you know?
Right.
So so they were messing around with this Genova, and is it Genova or Geneva? I think it's Genova.
Geneva Convention.
Right. But and so the scientist that was involved, he had a relationship with his assistant or something. And so once they got they found out that they can try to imbue parts of Genova with a host, with a person,
Mm-hmm.
The assistant was pregnant. They were like, let's try to put it in our son. So in comes Sephiroth. So Sephiroth was imbued with this thing that they thought was the Cetra, but it's not. It was actually like an extraterrestrial being of power. So when he was born, he was different. So he was stronger, faster, all this stuff. Huh? So he became part of the Shinra soldier program. So it's like you're leading ranks in the forces and stuff like that. So, and he was like the top soldier for a long time because he was different. So he was so much better than everybody. And he had this sword that no one else can wield that he what made him so powerful. Like he was unstoppable, unbeatable. And the protagonist of the story, Cloud, that you are throughout the whole thing, because they do like flashbacks.
Yeah.
He actually looked up to Sephiroth and actually joined the soldier program to be just like him. And so and they kind of took him under their wing. And so he started working with Sephiroth and some other guy. I don't want to get into a whole bunch of names because it's going to get confusing. But they started working together. And so once they found out, though, that Sephiroth was so great because of what they did with the Genova Project, they started trying to do that with other members of the soldier program. So they actually did that with Cloud, too. So that's going to come in later on. So
Gotcha.
Him and Cloud went to a small town where it was like it must have been, I don't remember if it was like his hometown or the hometown of his real mother or something like that.
Right.
But anyway, but it had like all the files of the Genova Project in there. And so they went there for a mission, but he ended up finding out about the Genova Project. And all along he was told that his mother's name was Genova. But it wasn't. It was the assistant. I forget her name. But so he put the two and two together. He's like, Genova Project, Genova's my mom. So he started reading about it and he found out about the Cetra. And what happened with the Cetra people, I told you what their abilities.
Right.
But they, like, some earthly disaster happened or something like that. And according to legend, or according to what he wrote or what he interpreted, that happened and mankind turned their back on the Cetra. And the Cetra ended up dying out. And so that made him pissed off because he's like, I'm Cetra then. If Genova's my mom, I must, and Genova's Cetra, I'm Cetra. And so I'm working for people who hate me that killed my race. So from then on, he was like, I'm a bad guy. Yeah. I'm going to take revenge for my people. So he starts his reign of terror with burning down that town and killing everybody in it. And so that's
the way to do it. If you're going to go in, just go in 100% and don't even look back.
So he's trying. So his whole goal is to kill off all of mankind because that's what happened to his people. And so Cloud's able to stop him, and at the time, because he wasn't as powerful yet, he was still vulnerable and stuff like that. So Cloud stopped him at the time. They thought he was dead, but he was actually just gaining energy from the Earth's life force. And so he's getting stronger and stronger over the years as Cloud's moving up in the ranks and doing his thing. So he's getting stronger. So when he comes back with force. He kills all of Shinra, the whole government organization. He kills everybody there, including the president. So he kills the president of the organization. So no one's left. And And then he finds out that he doesn't just want to stop at killing mankind. He wants to just destroy the planet. So he's like, in order to do that, I need to suck the life force out of the world. So he has to summon something called the meteor, which is what it is, a meteor, but it's imbued with black magic. So he has to use the black magic to destroy the earth enough to the life force to come out. And anyway,
right.
So he's so cool that, because this usually never happens, at least in my opinion, that normally you have your set main characters of a video game or a movie, and they never die. So he was so great that he even killed one of the main characters. And it turns out that the main character he killed was actually the last surviving Cetra. And so he killed him to make sure that his legacy is solidified. So he's just a motherfucking bad motherfreaker.
Motherfreaker. I want to get. Can I get a shirt with Jason where it's like a Julius got a gun out and you're like, say what, motherfreaker? Or Jules.
So, did I bore you guys with that story? Or?
No, I like it. I've never known about
a lot of detail.
Yeah, that's a lot of stuff. I don't remember all the names, but I get the premise of it, and I think that's cool. I mean, it's when a villain sticks out to you that much, and you're like, oh man, that's cool. I want to be that villain. That's a good villain. You know what I mean?
I think the best villains are villains who you see their progression into bad. They're not just bad innately all at once or just for no reason. It's just you see that they were trying to be good, and then like they're betrayed or something happens to them or alters the course of their actions. And so he's one of those ones that kind of tells that story, and I love those. I love those.
Well, cool. So Mick, what do you got?
So I could tell you my favorites.
Okay.
Albert Wesker from Resident Evil. Super powerful.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah. Baldur from God of War 4.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
heck yeah.
Yes, I want to be him for real.
Yeah.
And then Shao Kahn.
Mortal Kombat. Yep.
Right.
Dude, so
who would I like?
Rip a man in half.
I would love to be Baldur or Shao Kahn. I wouldn't want to be infected with some virus. I would like his superpowers, but I want some weird virus that takes over my body.
I forgot about Baldur. Right. Oh man, Baldur. He's so good.
Yeah, Baldur, dude. Either Baldur or Shao Kahn, because Shao Kahn is untouchable. Well, he gets his head chopped off every once in a while.
Yeah.
But I'm playing him against him anyway.
Well, cool. Yeah, no, I like all those. Man, I forgot about Baldur. He's so good.
Baldur, yeah.
So one last question. We'll kind of wrap up here. One last question. What's the best RPG game?
There's so many.
I know.
I'm gonna have to give it to because the most time I spent on a video game, I mean RPG game, I have to give it up to Skyrim. That game is almost 10 years old and it's still relevant today. That's why they're still selling. Elder Scrolls, but Skyrim, out of all their, Oblivion was pretty good, but I didn't spend as much time as I have on Skyrim, and there are still copies selling today. If it came up on. Look, I got it on Nintendo Switch. I got it on PlayStation, Xbox,
DS,
and PC. I got it on everything. Yeah. And I got the mobile Skyrim game.
So Mick loves Skyrim.
I love Skyrim. I have to give it up to Skyrim. I love Fallout.
I didn't play RPGs at all. I've never played Fallout. I've played a little bit of Skyrim. Can I say that God of War 4 is the best RPG?
No.
Why not?
RPG.
It's kind of like an RPG. It's kind of like it. You have a skill tree, right?
No,
I wouldn't know.
D&D is the best. Dungeons and Dragons is the best RPG game.
It's fun.
Yeah. So what's the best RPG game of all time? Is that what's being asked?
Yeah. Or just what we think the best one is. I know the person
would that not be World of Warcraft?
Well, I guess so. I guess in numbers, yeah.
I mean
it's the longest standing game.
Yeah.
That RPG game There is, I would
So
think.
this question was also from Dakota. He asked another question about the best video game storyline, and I know Dakota personally, and he is the biggest Dark Souls fan, and he's gonna be so disappointed we didn't even bring up Dark Souls.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry, buddy.
Look, Dark Souls, it's fun, but then it gets irritating.
Yeah.
Because it's the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over. Same with Sekiro. I like the games, but I kind of got worn out because going through it, and I'm not the best. I'm not the best guy for it. I get good at them if I spend time at it, but like me, I'm still working on Sekiro. I still haven't beat Sekiro.
So that's the reason I haven't even finished Jedi Fallen Order. And like, I'm a Star Wars guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's because I just got tired of like having to wait for a boss to do some certain tick to dive out of the way and stab him for a second. And I have a lightsaber. I just want to kill people.
Right.
But you know what's so appealing? Well, the Star Wars game that just came out, that was dope, right?
Yeah.
With Dark Souls, the one thing that is so appealing to me that you can't find in any other game is when you beat a boss, you feel so.
Yeah, it's like such a relief.
You're all like, I can't believe I did it. But then now
on to the next one, and he's harder.
Right, and then you die, and then you have to come back and fight.
Yeah,
that boss again. I don't know.
Yeah.
I like it, but it's just too grindy for me. And when you level up, you could barely even notice when you're leveling up your stats and stuff. You barely even notice a difference in your stats.
Yeah, it's like a little.
Like God of War when you get a new skill tree. Oh,
you're like,
no,
let's go.
Yeah, you can't touch.
Touch me. Yeah, I can shoot icicles out of the ground.
Remember,
now.
I like
Get
games
out of my way.
Yeah, I like games that are gonna make me feel badass no matter if I'm just pressing this control like this.
Yeah. Every button.
Yeah. Like Dynasty Warriors. I could kick this shit out of Dynasty Warriors.
Dynasty Warrior.
You don't even need all the buttons on there. You can use one just all over.
I know, you're just like, how many times can I press it?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, I think that wraps it up for today. You guys got any last things to talk about?
No, that was it.
Yeah. We're getting long on time, so we went super, super long last week, but I think we had a really good conversation. So if you want to hear a long conversation about the word game changer and what it means, go check out last week's episode.
It's a game changer.
I'm trying to, last week's episode was a game changer. But I'm like extra sensitive about time this week. So I want to bring things too close. I'll ask one last question. Okay. Yeah. And this one's from Joseph. Toilet paper over or under?
Over.
Over.
I'll tell. Here's.
Not that it's the end of the world if it's either way, but when I'm putting it on, I put over.
Okay.
You know what?
Hold on. The only time you ever do under is when you have a party and there's going to be a bunch of kids at your house. Okay. You do under because the kids like blah, 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 and unroll the toilet paper. That's the only reason why.
Or if you got a cat.
Or if you got a cat, right? If you got a cat that's going to play with it, you put it under. But
right.
Every other time, you put it over.
Right.
No exceptions.
Well, I hate
except for those exceptions.
I hate when you go sit.
Definitely, maybe. Okay?
I hate when you go sit in the bathroom at work where they're in those metal bins, right? And it's
when you
under,
don't know,
and you sit there pulling it out, and one square comes out. You're like, you're trying to roll that motherfucker out, and then you finally give up, and you're just wiping it with 2 fingers.
Oh gosh. Oh, and then that's the other one. Sit wiping or stand wiping.
Wait, what?
That's hecka funny. That came up.
Okay, hey, so there's two
my brother
people.
Stands up. I stand up.
There's 2 people in the world. There's people who sit when they wipe, and there's people who stand when they wipe. And each people don't know the other people exist. Okay, I'll tell you that right now.
God.
No, there's 3 people.
3?
There's 3 people.
I don't want to know.
The one that spreads your butt cheeks in the shower during COVID. That was me, buddy.
All right. Yeah, that's it.
Or you
We're
got a
all
spray bottle
done.
next to the
No,
toilet.
we're all done. Get a bidet and call it good.
Some deodorant. That's all I need.
Oh my
Let it get crusty. Flick it off.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, we are the Geek Retreat. I appreciate you guys sticking around. Hey, real quick, just some housekeeping stuff. We have a community event coming up. Not this Saturday. I guess I'm trying to think because we're not recording on the day we release this episode. So it's July 25th. So this upcoming Saturday, we are having a Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1 versus 1 tournament. And we've adjusted some things. There's no longer an entry fee, so we have spots available still. So go to thegeekretreatpodcast.com and /events. Go to our events page and fill out just a quick little entry form. Just gives us your name, your email, and your gamer tag, and you will be entered to compete in the competition. And the winner is going to be receiving a $25 cash prize. So it's a little one, but it's going to be fun. And there are spots available. So tell your friends, get in there, get signed up, and we're going to be streaming it onto YouTube, onto Facebook, and onto our Twitch channel. So
Yes, sir.
streaming it all around. And we'll be launching some merch at that time too. So stay tuned for that. But other than that, I hope you have a great day. Happy Monday. I know Mondays suck, but with us, they could be a little bit better. Just maybe.
Maybe.
Definitely, maybe.
Definitely,
Almost.
maybe. Almost, never, ever. All right, whatever. I'm Steven. That's Jason. And that's Mick. And we will catch you guys next time on the Geek Retreat Podcast. Later.
Later.
Whoop.